What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Scene Snobs Reviews. But before we get started, I want to talk to you about our awesome sponsor of this review, Bark Super Chewer. Why not be a superhero to your furry pal and go out and check out Bark Super Chewer Box? 100% happy guarantee. They can if it breaks or anything, they will replace it for you. No questions asked, nothing. It is the perfect toys for your furry friend. My friend Reba, who sits upstairs, I love her to death. We get the subscription box, and we got the Lost World last month, and we got the Italy-based box this month, which we thought was great. And she's still playing with all the toys. She has a lot of fun with them, and she just enjoys them straight through. So if you guys want to check out Bark Super Chewer for your furry friend, go down in the description below. We have links for our affiliate link. Help us along the way. If you want to get anything from there, that goes a long way to helping us keep the lights on here on the Scene Snobs. But I do stand by it, and I think they're a great product. We order everything off of there, even our dog's medicine we get off of we go through there and things like that, like their dental stuff. So go check them out, let us know what you think. But they are the sponsor of today's review, which is Samaritan. That's right, everybody. I got to check out the new Amazon Prime Videos movie starring Sylvester Stallone, Samaritan. Oh, Kingsley here. What's going on? Not going to fast Stallone on as the lead in a Marvel or DC flick. That's okay. He'll make his own. Wasn't too shabby. Well, he is in Marvel. Remember, he is in Marvel. And he is in DC. He's in Marvel. He is one of the original Guardians of the Galaxy. One of the original Ravengers, I should say. And then he's in DC as King Shark in the Suicide Squad. So he did make both, and he made his own movie with Samaritan. So Samaritan, I guess, is based on a graphic novel. I have not read it. I kind of want to now. I did have a chance to check this out today, and before I get into it, I'll just kind of give you a rundown of what it is. So Samaritan was a city's hero for a very long time, indestructible, super strong, super speed, the whole 9 yards. Sort of your everyday Superman, if you will. So they go through, and he has a twin brother who grew up with the same powers and became a character called Nemesis. And 25 years ago, they got into a huge fight at a power plant, which ended with them both dying. Or did it? It seems as though Samaritan may survive. And young Sam, a 13-year-old boy, who's on the other side of the tracks, he's trying to make ends meet. He's working with the sort of the bad guys in the flick, Cyrus, who leads the gang, and who was a adoring fan of Nemesis. Takes Sam in, and they start going around, and they start doing all these different things, and kind of going around and doing a lot of illegal activities. Let's just put it that way. I don't want to get too spoiler filled into it, but they get into a lot of illegal activities, and Sam is kind of along for the ride until he meets Joe, who he believes is Samaritan just by seeing him kind of use his powers. As the story goes on and unfolds, it turns out that his tie to Samaritan is very strong, and Sam may be right. So as we go on, Stallone took this over a while back. This actually before he showed up in Suicide Squad. I don't know if it's before he filmed it, but this movie was supposed to come out in November of 2020. So I guess Stallone was attached to it for a long time, by everything I'm reading. I really liked the movie. I really enjoyed what it was, what the story was telling. I liked the idea of the two twin brothers who grew up. They were jaded. One was jaded by how society treated him, where the other one kind of kept to his good ways, good nature, and then them becoming the villains, the Samaritan and the Nemesis. I really enjoyed that. That's all backstory told through some really cool animation, and then you get to up to date after they have both died, and then we meet Joe, played by Sylvester Stallone, and Sam, the young boy, and Cyrus, who is who's the big bad in this, played by I'm gonna completely destroy his name, but Pilu back as Bake, something like that. He played Euron Greyjoy on Game of Thrones. You might remember him from there. There's a lot of fun characters in this movie that kind of show up, and it's a very gritty movie. I cannot use that word enough. It really stands out as gritty. But yeah, for it all, like, I didn't love the film style of it. It had the sort of like, almost, it looked like a PBS type of texture to it. And if anybody who understands knows what I mean, there's something about the frame rate they shoot in that kind of changes the way it looks. And I didn't love it, but I'm not a huge fan of that anyway. But I like a crystal clear movie personally. Like, it comes off nicer to me. But I did like the story overall. I've been seeing a lot of really poor reviews by movie critics, if you will. I'm using my there you go. That's the other one. Using my my air quotes on that one, because I think people are really trashing this because it's a Stallone vehicle. It's something a little bit different. It's not it's got a lot of tropes tied to it, that we see coming in and out, and it has its issues. Trust me, I know. But for all that it's worth, everything it is, it's a superhero story through and through. A lot of comparisons I keep hearing about this are against The Boys. And this is where I kind of got to go on a rant a little bit, because it pisses me off a little bit. Shut up. And this goes to the movie reviewers. I'm not talking to fans or anything like that, or go out and watch it. Shut up. Stop comparing everything to The Boys. The Boys knocks it out of the park. Why does The Boys knock it out of the park? Because it is outrageous. It is a spectacle. It is crazy. It pushes the envelope. It is doing everything that other superhero movies and TV shows aren't doing. And then you can't handle any more than that. If everything became like The Boys, it would be terrible. You can't handle that much. The Boys is good because The Boys is doing this and it's original. They handle it. They took the baton of superheroes and they ran with it in a direction that nobody else was going. And if I swear to God, if they Walking Dead this, where it's like we got to everything's got to become like The Boys, or and things like that because of its popularity, it's going to kill it. It's going to kill all of that. And I hate to see it. So when you compare movies like this, which again is a gritty telling of a superhero, to something like The Boys, which is also gritty, but it's a lot of other things too. You're taken away from it. That's not fair. That's not fair to any other intellectual property or anything else coming out. This is something completely different. It's a more serious tone. Again, the tropes worked for it. There's a lot of action movie tropes because Stallone stars in it, and I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. And I'm tired of people saying, like, Stallone really hams it up. He doesn't do a good job. The story's this, that, and the other thing. No, it's a good story. It's just that you want to join the fold, because if you look at most of the ratings, the audience ratings are hugely high for this movie. But it's the critic ratings that are terrible. And I understand, that's just how it is. To me, I think this movie is a good movie for anyone who's a fan of the genre, anyone who may just be looking for a good dramatic movie to check out that has a lot of action in it. And action fans will really like it. There's a lot of cool action. And Stallone does a great job in it. He really does. He plays an old, disgruntled, curmudgeon-y superhero that is in hiding. And, there is a twist in the end. And one thing I will say is I saw the twist coming from a mile away. But only because I thought that the story would be better if the twist happened that way. And guess what? It was. It was better because of that twist. So it may be predictable, but at the same time, it's pretty good. I just like this movie, and I'm not going to be an ardent defender. I don't think it's a 5-star movie. In fact, my rating for this movie, as we're talking about, as we want to get into it, is 3.5 Balboas out of 5. 3.5 is a good rating for me. That's a good movie. That is a quality, go check this out movie. It's worth it. Prime put together a really fun one, and I do think that you'll like it. I like the fact that the kid element is in there, and the whole point is to give hope to people in a hopeless city that's under siege by criminals that was sparked because of Nemesis and his death and things like that. So now Samaritan has to bring back that hope, and I like that. Call it what it is. It's the rebirth of a superhero in this movie, and I really enjoyed that element. So yeah, I do think that this is one, if you're looking for it this weekend, check it out. It was definitely fun. So far out of everything I've watched, this has been the most fun. And we're going to go on. I'm going to have other reviews coming for Watcher and Me Time and possibly others as I go along. But yeah, check this movie out. I really do think that it's worth it. I think it was right up Stallone's alley for what it was. An old action star playing this role was good, and I'm glad he did it. Like anybody else that was in this role probably could have pulled it off as well, but not as well as he did. So I did like it. I would love to hear what you guys think. If you do check it out, please let me know. Because this is it's an interesting one. It's a different play on the superhero genre, and I like that. Guys, if you are interested, we have the new episode of the Scene Snobs Podcast out now. Go check it out. You can either watch it here on YouTube or you can listen to it anytime on any podcast platform. We also have our new show up. We're kind of revisiting all of the horror movies that I'm watching all the way up to Halloween on my countdown. We did 95 through 75, and we're going to keep doing this every 15 or 20 movies and kind of just a retrospective. So Casey and I sat down and talked about what I've watched. So go check that out. I also want to thank all of our patron supporters. You guys are amazing, and you help us keep the lights on, and we appreciate you. You got Tim Forbes, Paul Dunn, Stacy Peters, Matt Branch, Aaron Sturdivant, Chris Sales, Dan Gow, John Burhop, Ron Lippett, Jason Taylor, AJ Zyla, Dale Andrews, and Chris Harris. If you guys want to join over at patreon.com/thescenesnobs. We have 3 tiers available with plenty of perks going on. Guys, Snobs Nation Discord is open. Go check it out. Join up. We have a lot of fun talking about these movies and more on there. We have a whole bunch of channels. We have some great moderators really handling things, and we do some movie watch parties on there with chats and everything as we go on. We just did a John Hughes double feature the other day. That was a lot of fun. We've done horror movie marathons, things like that. So join in. Why not? And if you would, give us a like here over on our YouTube channel. We're building it up. We just reached our 1,000 subscriber mark, and we have great shows on here and more. Of course, the Scene Snobs Podcast is live every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. We have Geek Fest live on Sundays. We have more coming, but we also have Real Combat Season 2 coming out soon, Scene Snobs Reviews like you're watching now, and Plot Roast. So go check them out and check out more that we have. The merch store is open. Guys, check out snobsmerch.com. The link's down below, of course. You can check it out. We have plenty of merch available if you guys are interested in rock the wear, and you got Embrace Absurdity, do even Snobs Bro, or AHA shirt, and more. It's all available. Go check out what we have. Please follow us on our many social media platforms. We have Facebook, TikTok, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We're on Tumblr. We're on Pinterest. We're on Reddit. We're on the whole nine. So we love talking to people. We love having a good time. We do different things in all of them. So please let us know what you got going on. And thank you so much for joining in. We really appreciate you. If you are interested in learning anything more about the Scene Snobs, go check out thescenesnobs.com. All of our links are available there. All of our links are available on Linktree. So we appreciate you, and we hope that you guys have a great time with this. Let us know what you think about our many movie reviews and more, and I will talk to you very soon. Take care.